Morning, Northview Church, and happy first day of the last month of the year 2020. What a year it's been, quite an adventure. And I want to give you something to think about as we enter into the last phase of the year 2020. This next Sabbath, December 5, is going to be a very special Sabbath at the Northview Church. We have a guest speaker, the president of Changing People's Lives, Pastor Eliseo Lozano, and he's going to be joining us in both the first service at 8:30 and the second service at 11 a.m. We hope that many of you come to first service so we're not too crowded in second service. These services will not be streamed online, and that's because he's going to be sharing sensitive information of the progress of God's work in other parts of the world where there's not as much religious freedom, primarily communist areas. And we're going to be hearing about our brothers and sisters in parts of the world who have very little in this world's goods and food and other material things, and even more lacking in spiritual goods, a hunger for the Word of God and of the spiritual blessings that we enjoy. You're going to be given an opportunity to hear about God's miracles in these places and to support and to give and to donate. You know, we're in the holiday season now, potentially one of the most greedy times of the year for Americans. It can be extremely self-centered, self-focused. But at the Northview Church, on a year where God has abundantly blessed in spite of our challenges, where we have come through and added the finishing touches on our building and in our property with the landscaping and finished paying off the loan, in your families, undeserved blessings that God has given every one of us, and the riches that God has given us in material goods and in spiritual blessings, we can do no other but to end the year with an outward focus and giving something to people who cannot give us anything in return. Remember, Jesus says, when you have a meal, invite people who cannot pay you back or cannot invite you to another meal. Give to people who cannot give back. And that's what we want to do at the end of this year. In the Old Testament, God told his people never to come before him empty-handed. You know, especially the command was included in the feast, which we've recently studied in our messages. The Feast of Tabernacles, God said, none of you are to come before me empty-handed. And so I'm sending this video out in the middle of this week so that you can come prepared this week and at the end of this year to bring a thank offering to God for the spiritual and material riches which he has gifted us with this year, and that we can share it with people in need. You'll be able to give online through our church. You'll be able to fill out an envelope, put cash or check inside the envelope to donate to Changing People's Lives. You can check out the organization ahead of time, cplives.org, so that you can understand a little bit what this will be about, and come prepared to hear about miracles and about needs and about how you can participate. This makes all the difference in our own lives and our own hearts because of the reflexive influence it has in our own hearts. It's Jesus who says, wherever your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And for this reason, the Northview Church, in a united kind of way, wants to come together and to put our hearts in the right place at the end of the year 2020 and bring a thank offering to God this Sabbath, December 5, and the last month of this year, 2020. Thank you for being part of this. God bless.